This episode is powered by Pod Decks. Pod Decks are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out Pod Decks. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to poddecks.com and type in coupon code. What's the code?
Larry21.
Yes, that's the code. Check out poddecks.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today we're diving into the latest box office news, movie news, and streaming news from around the industry. Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today we're diving into the latest movie news and streaming news from around the industry. First, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Poddex, for sponsoring this episode. Poddex are the hottest new tool for podcasters looking to have a more meaningful conversation or gamify their podcast. Simply shuffle up, ask a question, and let the content roll. Get yours today at poddex.com and use the code Larry21 for 10% off your order. And our first topic today is Dave Bautista is joining the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. As expected, little else is known about the film. Guardians of the Galaxy star Dave Bautista has signed up to M. Night Shyamalan's mysterious new movie. This was first reported by Deadline. The 52-year-old former wrestler jumped at the chance to join what's been titled Knock at the Cabin, the director's upcoming film project. Dave Bautista has found his next A-list director to work as the Dune actor is in negotiations to star in M. Night Shyamalan's new top-secret pick, Knock at the Cabin. Unfortunately, little else is known about Knock at the Cabin, except that M. Night Shyamalan will both write and direct the movie, as well as produce it alongside Ashwin Rahan, Mark Beanstalk, and Steven Schneider. Despite keeping his upcoming move tightly under wraps, he recently took to Twitter to tease the project to his fans. Quote, "The next one," he said, "on third draft, super tight, under 100 pages." The previously untitled project has since been confirmed to be called Knock at the Cabin, but what that quite means remains to be seen. And presumably, he will once again film in Philadelphia. He also said, quote, "My new friend, Dave Bautista, you have shown strength, not in the obvious ways, but in choosing risky roles and making yourself vulnerable. I cannot wait for you to come to Philly. Knock, knock." Contrary to Shyamalan's recent film, Old, it's thought that Dave Bautista has been brought on board to anchor his upcoming movie, similar to how Bruce Willis was used as a pillar for his superhero hit Unbreakable. According to Deadline, Bautista was quick to jump at the opportunity, largely due to the director's impeccable track record when it comes to interesting scripts. Bautista himself recently wrapped production of Knives Out 2 and is currently filming the Marvel sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. He's also expected to film the upcoming sci-fi sequel, Dune Part 2. Knock at the Cabin will open in theaters on February 3rd, 2023. And now to one of the biggest stories of the day. An Amazon server outage caused problems for Alexa, Ring, Disney Plus, and its own deliveries. Problems with some Amazon Web Service cloud servers are causing slow loading or failures for significant chunks of the internet. Amazon's widespread network of data centers powers many of the things you interact with online. So as we've seen in previous AWS outage incidents, any problem has massive rippling effects. People started noticing problems around 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. While some affected services that rely on AWS have been restored, the internet is still a bit slower and more unsteady than unusual. The most important app impacted by the outage might be the one that Amazon employees use. CNBC had pointed out Reddit posts from Amazon Flex, warehouse and delivery workers who say that the app that keeps track of packages, tell them where to go, generally keep your items on time, went down too. There have been reports of outages for Disney Plus and Netflix streaming, as well as games like PUBG, League of Legends, and Valorant. We've also noticed some problems accessing Amazon.com and other Amazon products like the Alexa Assistant, Kindle eBooks, Amazon Music, or Ring security cameras. The down detector list of services with spikes in their outage reports runs off nearly any recognizable name. Tinder, Roku, Cash App, Venmo, Coinbase, the list goes on. There are reports from network admins everywhere about errors connecting to Amazon's instances in the AWS Management Console that controls their access to the servers. Amazon's official status page had been updated with messages confirming the outage. Quote, "We are seeing impact to multiple AWS APIs in the US East 1 region. The issue is also affecting some of our monitoring and incident response tooling, which is delaying our ability to provide updates. The root cause of this issue is an impairment of several network devices in the US East 1 region. We are pursuing multiple mitigation paths in parallel and have seen some signs of recovery, but we do not have an ETA for full recovery at this time. It appears that the problems are focused on the US East 1 AWS region hosted in Virginia, so users elsewhere might not see as many issues, and even if you're affected, it could manifest as slightly slower loading while the network reroutes your request somewhere else." Amazon continues to point to the updates on its status page, which indicates the company is, quote, "actively working towards recovery." And now on to our third topic of the day. Kyle Richards will return and Halloween Ends. The final installment in the new Halloween trilogy is expected to hit theaters October 14th, 2022, just in time for the Halloween season. Actor Kyle Richards is set to reprise her original Halloween role in Halloween Ends, the final installment in David Gordon Green's new trilogy of films in the horror series. Halloween Ends is set to arrive on October 14th, 2022. Richards' character Lindsay Wallace was brought back for Halloween Kills this year, and until the film was a character audiences haven't seen since John Carpenter's original movie. Lindsay Wallace was one of the kids who Laurie Strode was babysitting way back in 1978 and in 2021's Halloween Kills. She is still warning kids about Michael Myers. Plot details are still under wraps for Halloween Ends, but according to Richards, her coming back was due to positive fan reception from Halloween Kills, and quote, "When my character didn't die, I was like, hello?" After returning in Halloween Ends will be Laurie Strode herself, actor Jamie Lee Curtis, who is also in Halloween Kills. Curtis and Richards didn't have much screen time together in last year's movie, but Richards is hopeful for Halloween Ends they'll be acting together more. And now on to our final topic of the day. Venom 3 is already in the works. Tom Hardy's Venom will be getting yet another sequel, as producer Amy Pascal revealed that Venom 3 is already underway. During an interview with Collider, the Spider-Man No Way Home producer confirmed that another Venom sequel is already in the works. Quote, "We are in the planning stages right now, but we are focused on getting everybody to come and see No Way Home." Tom Hardy first starred as Venom in the 2018 Spider-Man spin-off, following the story of investigative journalist Eddie Brock. The film acts as an origin story for the Venom symbiote, an extraterrestrial parasitic entity who takes up residence in the aforementioned Eddie. Venom's recent sequel, Venom Let There Be Carnage, certainly opened up the door for more Venom movies. Despite mixed reviews from critics, the films went on to become the sixth highest grossing film of 2021, earning $483 million at the box office. The film set a pandemic record with its $90 million opening weekend. With the film performing incredibly well for a pandemic release, it feels as though Venom 3 is a bit of a no-brainer. But will Venom begin to appear in the MCU before that? Venom Let There Be Carnage certainly hinted at a Marvel crossover with its mid-credits scene, linking Venom and Eddie Brock to the current Peter Parker. And while Pascal refused to say much, it looks as though there could be room for a crossover. Quote, "There's the wonderful movies that Sony makes, then there's the Marvel Universe. There's our Spider-Verse movies, and we're all very careful to work with each other in a way that is additive for everybody. Of course, Spider-Man No Way Home introduces numerous former Spider-Man villains back into the MCU. This would be the perfect opportunity to get Venom in on the action. Whether or not Venom appears in No Way Home remains to be seen, but with Venom 3 in the works, it looks as though Tom Hardy's time as Eddie Brock is far from over. And today's question comes from the Movie Night deck available on the Poddex app. Is 3 movies you would take to a desert island? Let's see. First one, Pulp Fiction. No, scratch that. First one, Reservoir Dogs. Second, Avengers Civil War. Or what is it? Captain America Civil War? Civil War, whatever it's called. And then, let's see. The original Clue movie. Let us know in the comment section below what 3 movies would you have on a desert island. And as always, if you want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. The link is in the description. As always, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you like it. Let us know what other topics we should cover in future episodes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. You have been watching the Cinema Gold Show. Follow us on Twitter at Cinema Gold Show. Find us on Instagram at The Cinema Gold Show. And on Facebook, facebook.com/The Cinema Gold Show.